guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are well. Are you enjoying this content I am giving you guys? Let me know. Oh my days, I'm so hyped. Guys, I'm actually loving making videos. You won't believe it. The joy that I'm bringing, the passion I'm building, it's really nice. So guys, without further ado, you guys need to like, share, subscribe, join the crew, join the gang, join whoever you want to say to me. I don't even know. Whatever, join the fam, okay? Join the fam. You're my sisters, you're my brothers in Christ, so join the fam, okay? You're gonna love you guys. New subscribers, I'm loving this love you guys are sharing. Today I'm doing part 2 of episode 1 of helpful university tips. I'm just gonna go through a brief synopsis of budgeting for when you're in university. This is just mainly to talk to you how to budget your money. Okay, forgive me. I talk a lot. Okay, keynote. I talk fast. I talk a lot. So bear with me. Your God gets there in the end. Okay. Alrighty. So for you out there that's going out to university in September, or if it's not you, but you know someone is going out in September, you can just let them hear this video. Or see this video, sorry, and share it with them so they can be helpful for them when they go to university. Okay, with university, you all would have had to apply to student finance. If you haven't done it already, I suggest you start applying for it now, okay, because then it will delay your money coming in. For those of you who already filled in the application, well done. So what student finance does is that it takes into account your family's income. Whether it's a single parent home or both parents are in the home, they look at their finances. And if it is you're earning a certain amount of money, I think it's over 40 grand, I think it is, per household. If memory serves me correctly, I think I'm wrong. I may just quickly research that and put it up. But if your parents are earning a significant amount of money, it will cause there to be either a drop or increase or how much money student finance gives you. That's the first thing you need to understand. On the website, if you go to student finance in the Google search, will give you a gov.uk website, and it will enable you to see your eligibility, and that will see how much you can earn. All right, depending on how much your family gets, that's where you get your amount from. All right, that's the first thing to understand. So how student finance works? They give you a grant and a maintenance loan, right? And they also give money to the university. They pay them as well because they have to pay for you to go there. Finance will give you a sum, and they give you that sum every quarterly. So my advice to deal with how to manage that sum they give you every quarterly is to open another account that is not your personal bank account. If you don't have an account open already for your personal account, then open 2 accounts. One can be from any bank that is beneficial for you guys, that you have easy access to. You wanna be more up to date with the times. Monzo is a current bank account that can have it on your phone as an app, and it tells you how much you spend. You can have more of a control on your Monzo account. So if you want to have a personal account that you never had one before, you can try Monzo. It's more beneficial. It can monitor how much you spend as well. Okay, so that's Monzo for your personal account. If you already have a personal account, then open another account that is strictly for your student finance. So when you have another account, let's say you have your Monzo for your personal account, and you have your, let's say Barclays for example, for your second account. So this bank account from Barclays will now be your student finance account. So only money from student finance will come through there. And the good thing about Barclays, I don't know if you're aware, but Barclays gives you an overdraft. Their overdraft goes up to £3,000 over the 3 years that you're in university for. Now, this overdraft, you don't have to pay it back until you're finished studying. Now, I'm not saying to you run for the overdraft first thing. No. I would say set up at least a £500 overdraft, so that way you are covered. And I know this all depends on where you're living and your rent and how much you spend. I understand, but £500 should be enough to get you through, either to pay your rent or to give you food for the month. Okay, what I advise you to do is, once you know your rent for the place that you will be, your accommodation that you'll be staying at, I would say put aside that rent for the next 4 months. Okay, it will seem hard at the beginning, but it makes much more sense. If you put away 4 months rent and leave it in your Barclays account, so only your rent comes out of this account, so that way you don't get it muddled up, you don't think you're missing money, or you feel as though you're lacking in some way. No, let that loan stay in the Barclays account. And then on the Monzo account, so let's say your rent is £530 a month. Yes, that's your rent. That includes everything for that property you're staying in. So £500, yeah, by 4 is £2,000. Yes, and let's say you are getting roughly £4,000 every quarterly. Roughly, that's a rough estimate. So you put aside £2,000 in the Barclays account and it stays there, okay? And with the other remaining £2,000, sorry, you don't transfer it over completely to your Monzo account. You just transfer over £500 for the month, and let that take you through for the month. If there's anything remained, that's a great job. If it isn't, then you can say, okay, fine, this is how I spend my money for this month, and see how you can tally up for next month. Because every quarterly, you don't always get the same £4,000. The numbers may slightly dip a little bit, and you won't always remain in holes for a long time. So just put aside that money there, all right? So that's the money. Now, when it comes to like travel expenses or anything like that, if you're gonna be studying in London, you can get an Oyster card, yeah, an Oyster card for students, so you will get like money off from your travel expenses. You can also apply for, if you're going to be taking trains as well, you can get the travel card for the train, and that gives you 1/3 off your train tickets. So there are ways to save money as a student. You just need to know how to, and not to spend money badly, basically. That's 2 tips for your savings. Another tip can be, you can apply for a student discount card. I think it's called an NUS card, but that is a way of getting discounts as well in shops. And there's another one you can look into, uni days, and you can get discounts from all sorts of stores. You can get fashion discounts, tech discounts, food discounts as well, I think. Yeah, these are things you can get discounts from. Alright, so you have ways of saving money and not spending too much money. That's the trick. Another thing when it comes to food shopping, don't be spending money on Sainsbury's, Morrison's, or what's the other one? M&S. Baby, you are not balling. You are living off student finance. Okay. So your palette has to change a little bit. You are not balling. You are not balling. You are working on a budget already. But I would recommend you shop in Lidl or Aldi and see how you do. Those food is no different from the food in Sainsbury's or Tesco's or Morrison's. It's just at a cheaper price, and it's great for students. I would recommend it any day. Yeah? If you wish to shop in Tesco's, shop on Tesco brand. There are some, if you really, not to be frugal, but if you really want to save your money and not be in debt or be overdraft like you're going to be at the university anyway, just try and think realistically so there won't be an extra debt. Okay? And back to the £500 overdraft. The reason why I say take it out is just because to cover you. Okay? So let's say, for example, you're on your last £500 and you have nowhere to get food, travel, or rent. Let's say your rent had to come out. So that £500 could just be there to cover you to pay your rent in case it does come out and you're missing money. Okay? That's the few tips. When it comes to working, I would say feel out university for the first 4 months. See how you're doing with your money financially. If it is you are able to go through the whole year and not have to work because you've saved enough money from student finance and you've been able to manage your money, great. If you haven't been able to do that, okay, then the first 4 months will give you a clear sign how you're going to be able to manage. If you do want to get a job, some universities or all universities offer jobs on campus, and you can get involved with that because they'll be more flexible with you, because knowing that you are a student. But I would just say, don't make working your priority. If it is you have to work, look for jobs that would enable you to be flexible. Most retail jobs would allow you to be flexible. Try to do mainly in the weekends, not during the week, because there'll be days where you won't be in uni every single day. Okay, there'll be days where you can be at university for 3 days a week and you have the rest of the week free, or you'll be there 2 days of the week and have the rest of the week free. Sometimes those weeks are free to do personal reading, quote unquote reading, or assignments. Yeah, if you're somebody who can manage your time wisely, go ahead and have a job. That's not a problem. But don't work yourself to the bone. After university, mate, you'll be working your whole life. Well, it depends if you're somebody who's going to be an entrepreneur or an influencer or what the case may be. But don't waste university working. Okay? Just get a degree and carry on. So that's my tips on budgeting. I can't say the word properly. Budgeting. Yeah, budgeting. So that's my few tips on it. One thing I wish I learned would have been how to budget the money properly, because they don't teach us this. They just give you the money and say, here you go, and then they expect you to be in debt all your life. No. In my first degree, I had borrowed, I think I had done £500, but I was not well with my money management. I didn't have my 2 accounts at the time. I only had one and I struggled. So my suggestion is have 2 accounts, so that way your money management is a lot better and you could see the ins and outs of your money as well. Okay? And another thing is that when you're at university, you won't have a whole fridge for yourself. You wouldn't. You wouldn't have only one shelf. If you're sharing with other people, you're going to have one shelf. And you're going to have one freezer slot. And I recommend you only buy food for the week, so there will be enough in the fridge for yourself. If you can cook, yeah, cook in bulks so that you can put in the freezer. So let's say, I don't know, for most people, like, I know, stew chicken, or, you know, some lentil peas, or what people cook by? You can cook rice, pasta. These things you can cook and freeze them up. So, and then I would say dish them out in bowls, like freezer bowls, containers, so that every day you have a meal. So that way you have to keep worrying, or what to cook today, what to cook tomorrow. Just cook it in advance. Let's say you're off on the weekend, you cook on Saturday, yeah? And cooking don't take that long, guys, depending on what you want to cook, okay? Cook on Saturdays or cook on Sundays. You make a bulk, you dish it up in the cans for the 5 days of the week. You have food. And don't get me wrong, you're gonna get bored of the food, trust me. You can buy freezer food, you can buy all sorts, just so you have variety. And like with Aldi and Lidl, in a week you can spend roughly £50 a week. So if there's 4 weeks in a month, you spend £50 a week, you spend £200 for the month. You've saved an extra £300 from the £500 you put aside. And then that could take you off to the next month. Now you're seeing that you have money to spare, whether it's to go hang out with your friends or go eat out or whatever, you can treat yourself. So this is the way I have to learn how to money management. Okay, so guys, this is my few tips on budgeting. This word is a bit hard. This is my few tips on budgeting. Alright, so stay tuned for my other video where we're talking about accommodation. Yeah, accommodation, guys. I've had my fair share of experiences. Yeah, talk about accommodation next round. Okay, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in my next one. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Alright, love you and God bless. Mwah.